Welcome back. Let's talk about Granules India. Subdued quarterly performance, top-line growth only at 2.6%. Profits are down 16%. We have with us Krishna Prasad, Chairman and Managing Director at Granules India. Thank you very much for joining in. Can you tell us the 2 to 3 reasons for the weakness in Q1? It's just a modest 2.5% revenue growth. I mean, what were the pressure points in the current quarter? And 2, are you seeing a recovery Q2, Q3, looking ahead? And can you maintain margins at 20% plus?
Yeah, good morning. The main reasons for subdued performance or flattish performance for Q1 was, compared to Q4, was a capacity constraint. We are having a remediation going on in our Gagillapur facility. And actually, the production has come down by 10 to 15%. And the main problem is only supply. We have now our GLS plant, a new plant with 10 billion dosage capacity, inspected by the FDA, and we expect approval in a month or 2. And once we get that, we expect that we will be overcoming the supply issues. And also, Gagillapur facility, which is under remediation, we are planning to go back to the FDA shortly, and then we expect that that also should be cleared by December, Q3. And Q4 onwards, we are very confident we'll see an increased performance.
Okay. So at least half of Q2 is going to be impacted by capacity constraints because Gagillapur still stays as is with production down 10%. And even the new facility you said comes up only in the second half of Q2. And can it ramp up immediately? How much of the shortfall in capacity can it make up?
So we do have a good order book position, and I think we can definitely do good with another 20%, 25% capacity. We should be able to easily sell. And all that is holding us back on the new facility is the FDA approval. We have filed, they did a pre-approval inspection, and we're just waiting to hear from them. There's no issue. The inspection went very well.
Okay. So as soon as you hear from them, I mean, it comes back up and the supply problems go away. That's right. The hope. Okay. Now, margins at 20% have been maintained despite these remediation costs, integration of Sen chemicals. Can you guide us on margins as well? Where do they head from here?
Margins will definitely, if you see our gross margin, it's been actually increasing, and only the increase in revenue is going to contribute to a very healthy margin. I cannot tell you numbers, but definitely there'll be a very good uptake in margins once the revenue increases.
Okay. All right. Hi, sir. Good morning. Good to see you, Ben. What can you guide us, though, in terms of a revenue growth for the year? The start has been in low single digits. What should we work with?
I think quarter on quarter we'll definitely see an improvement. And the whole year, I'm sure that we will see at least 15% improvement over the last year. 13%
improvement. Got it. What about, what is it?
13 to 15% for this year.
Okay.
And next year, when with full capacity, I think we will see a very good takeoff.
So 13 to 15% this year, and next year, given that you'll have full, capacity on stream and available, what should we work with? What is the aspiration?
Let's get to that. Definitely, the aspiration is high. And
yeah,
yes, maybe we can talk about it in the last quarter of this year.
You led me to it, so I thought maybe you want to give me a number. But that said, you are facing some headwinds in the paracetamol API segment. Have things normalized over there? Demand is okay. Are you seeing an uptick now?
The demand has improved a little bit. There's a small uptick, but definitely not to the old levels. I think it's not going to greatly improve. There's a lot of capacity in the world today. People have increased capacities in India and China. And we actually have concentrated on more of PFIs and finished dosages of paracetamol. That's what keeps us going. But otherwise, APIs are not in great shape.
What is the revenue contribution purely of paracetamol API?
Oh, that'll hardly be about 10%. It's more from PFIs and FDs.
Got that. But this 10% is headwinded on account of excess capacity in the world. US was up about 7%, and that, I believe, is the company's largest market?
That's right.
Okay. So, I mean, what are you projecting from in terms of growth or numbers from the US? And considering this, you know, the expectation on tariffs on pharma under the Trump administration, your own view?
It's going to be, I mean, US, we do expect a good growth, but the tariff situation is a little unpredictable as of today. We don't know what's going to happen. However, the confidence we have is we are in generic market. The margins are at the lowest, and the competition, it's a level playing field for all companies. If today, if we have a market share, good market share, with the extra duty, which is equal for everybody, we don't see a dip in the market share. And also the customers have been very understanding, and definitely we are having talks with them, and we definitely are sure that we should be able to pass on the increases to the customers.
You know, this is not so much a question with regards to Granules, but if there are, you know, farmers right now exempt, but there are these investigations under Section 232, which apparently are going on. At some point, we'll hear. What is the, you know, is it, what's the increase in cost that you will have to take? And, you know, even with those increase in costs, I mean, what are the difference? I mean, is it a factor of 10 as compared to what you make when you make in the US as compared to what you make from here and then export out? Could you give us a sense?
If you make in the US, it's not a factor of 10%. I would say.
Not 10%. I mean, a factor of 10. I mean, you know, not 10%. So is it, I mean, would a 10-15% kind of tariff derail, you know, businesses like you who sell into the US at all? Or no, it'll be a minor speed bump?
For normal generic products, even at 25% rate of duty will not justify manufacturing in the US as of now. But for certain type of products, we have a manufacturing plant there. About 20% of our revenue comes from US manufactured products. And there we have a healthy margin because the type of products are different. It's mostly in the CNS and ADHD space. But normal generics still doesn't make sense to produce in the US.
And that's unlikely that is the attempt as well, right? Because, I mean, generally the conversation there has been to lower cost of drugs for Americans. So would you imagine that that's something which comes under, were they trying to do something there on generics?
Whatever the attempt is or whatever comes out, duties are only going to impact the American public, and the cost of healthcare in the US is going to go up.
Yeah, eventually the consumer is to pay. Thank you very much for joining us. Good speaking with you. Good luck with the business as you look ahead. So that is the overall picture as far as Granules is concerned. A bit about the overall environment as well. Mitesh.